I'm Dr. Brian Harris, Superintendent of Schools. We are excited to welcome our students and parents for another great school year at Barrington 220. The start of the school year is always an exciting time, and even more so this year, as it coincides with one of the most important and engaging phases of our Blueprint 220 initiative. The Board of Education introduced this initiative to the community last January. Blueprint 220 is a process to develop a multi-year master facilities plan to align the physical environment in our schools with the innovative and rigorous vision for teaching and learning. A successful plan will incorporate feedback from all parents, students, and educational stakeholders, paired with current research and best practices in educational planning and design.
We are currently in the fourth phase of a six-phase process. Phase 1 allowed us to gain a deeper understanding of our district's facilities by looking closely at each of our buildings in terms of both capacity and use. Day-in-the-life student observations were conducted at all levels, and surveys were administered. Physical condition assessments of all buildings were also completed. Phase 2 allowed us to discover and explore common understandings among community stakeholders. During this phase, community members were offered 16 opportunities to engage in the Blueprint 220 process through community conversations at each building. Special sessions were offered on the topics of fine arts and athletics. Phase 3 focused on district programming by engaging with teachers and administrators. This phase offered additional community engagement opportunities, including sessions on sustainability and global perspectives. Blueprint 220 core team representatives toured several exemplary state-of-the-art facilities in the Midwest during this phase. In Phase 4, we have begun the process of conceptualizing key ideas and concepts. This pre-design phase will allow the core team to make sense of the outcomes of the previous 3 phases. The Blueprint 220 core team, comprised of community members, parents, teachers, administrators, and representatives from the school board, has gathered input from various stakeholders to identify teaching and learning priorities that impact our physical spaces. 4 areas have emerged: future-ready learning, physical activity and wellness, visual and performing arts, and STEM and career pathways. The Blueprint 220 teaching and learning priorities keep student learning at the center. Let's take a closer look at each of the 4 areas, starting with future-ready learning. The teaching and learning priority of future-ready learning will provide students with access to innovative, personalized learning opportunities while using technology to prepare students for an ever-changing workforce. Some characteristics of future-ready learning include creating real-world problem-solving opportunities and using technology to drive growth. Students who demonstrate these characteristics adapt well to change and demonstrate critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. Concepts that may be included in our facilities plan that relate to future-ready learning include large, small, and independent flexible learning spaces for students and updated library spaces. The teaching and learning priority of physical activity and wellness will help students develop traits to engage in physical activity and wellness, develop an appreciation for physical fitness, and foster participation in extracurricular and co-curricular clubs, including individual and team sports. Some characteristics of physical activity and wellness include establishing goals for personal fitness, using proper techniques for fitness, health, and sports, and showcasing diverse talents through teams and clubs. Students who demonstrate these characteristics build self-awareness, strength, and teamwork skills. Concepts that may be included in our facilities plan that relate to physical activity and wellness include updated athletic areas, flexible classroom spaces near athletic centers, and additional personalized fitness spaces. The teaching and learning priority of visual and performing arts will provide a high-quality educational program that advances interest, knowledge, experiences, and abilities, and enhances the community through product and performance. Some characteristics of visual and performing arts include sharing art to build community and encouraging participation as creators, performers, and audience members. Students who demonstrate these characteristics investigate through observation, study, exploration, and examination, and construct by combining parts and elements. Concepts that may be included in our facilities plan that relate to visual and performing arts include enhanced performing arts activity spaces and up-to-date sound and visual technology. The final teaching and learning priority, STEM and career pathways, will allow students to engage in integrated science, technology, engineering, and mathematical practices through authentic and real-world problem-solving opportunities rooted in inquiry and innovation. Some characteristics of STEM and career pathways include finding immediate and practical applications and exploring careers. Students who demonstrate these characteristics use multiple approaches to solve problems and communicate evidence precisely. Concepts that may be included in our facilities plan that relate to STEM and career pathways include spaces that mirror real-world scientific environments and hands-on maker spaces. These 4 learning priorities form the foundation as we continue to define future-ready facilities for Barrington 220 students. The next steps in the Blueprint 220 timeline include 2 more phases that will allow the district to seek further community engagement. Phase 5 will facilitate a game plan that invites community members to share, inform, and refine facility plan options at each school. A further series of sessions will seek community input to prioritize options and ideas. The final phase of the process will culminate in a formal presentation to the school board to convey options created through the Blueprint 220 process.
Over the next few months, we will be reaching out to parents in the entire school community to get your opinions, reactions, and ideas about Blueprint 220 concepts and options. We look forward to incorporating your thoughts to create a plan that will allow our students to continue achieving at high levels in the years to come. Have a great 17-18 school year.